Shouldn't you be over it by now? Isn't it time to move on? These are the words that were spoken to me that ignited first a poem, then a tattoo, and eventually my book, A Series of Surrenders. Now, these words were shared by, at the time, a really good friend of mine. And I believe she was actually trying to be helpful, but it wasn't. She was advising me that maybe it was time that I was over the death of my son, Sage Joseph. See, Sage had died, sure, more than 2 years before, but I was still deep in my grief. And my friend thought it was time to be over it. And upon hearing this, first I was hurt and a little bit confused. But then, you know what? I was pissed. I was cranky pissed. I was like, do you not see what I'm doing here? The intricate layers, the nuances, the exquisite expansiveness of what's happening for me here in my heart and my soul, and how tricky this landscape is? I guess not, huh? And I think this is the experience for a lot of people in grief or loss, is it's so personal, and also it's hard to explain to people around you what's going on and to get the help that you need. Maybe you're pissed too. Anyway, I spent a couple of days up in my head with this cranky, pissed energy of like, well, what am I going to say in response? Or how can I prove myself with why I'm allowed this grief feeling? And what happened is I found myself in New York City, where I lived at the time, propped up against the bar, my favorite bar in the Lower East Side, just at the beginning of happy hour. And I pulled out my notebook and I let the cranky out with creativity, and I wrote the poem, A Series of Surrenders. And man, it felt so good when that was out. It was like, well, maybe she doesn't understand me, but I understand what's going on. And I've been inspired to share A Series of Surrenders, the poem, with you today for 3 reasons. Number 1, today, the 8th of November, is full moon lunar eclipse, a truly magical day, and a day of transformation, change, and possibility. Plus also, when we get this full moon eclipse energy, feelings are going to come to the surface. So I just wanted to let everybody know who magically connects to this message right now in this moment, whatever you're feeling, you're allowed, and you don't even have to explain it. You don't have to get over anything, and wherever you are, just feel your feelings. Second, today, also a magical alignment day for me, for A Series of Surrenders. The audiobook version has just gone live on Audible. Full moon blessing. And third, I want to share this for somebody or anybody who is feeling lost inside their loss, who is feeling like maybe they should be over it by now, that this is taking longer than they thought it would. Because this is what happens when we're in our big life losses, whether it's a death, a diagnosis, divorce, a dream that didn't come true, is it's not a straight line. It's not easy. And there's definitely chapters where you're feeling lost or you're feeling pissed. You want to be over it by now. You want something different. And so I wish to share with you that where you are is tricky, I get it. And also where you are, there's magic there for you too. So for us all, on this magical full moon eclipse day, I'm going to share with you now the poem, A Series of Surrenders. It may look to you like I am sad. I am. It may look to you like my heart is breaking over and over. It is. It may look to you that I repeat memories of old and tear up at moments that will never be. I do. But what is it that you do not see? The invisible part of me, my soul, is in a fertile field of growth. As I lean into new lessons in love, my soul is stretching and expanding. To miss so fully, to grieve so deeply, is a testament to the love that began many moons ago. The love that never dies. The love that delivers new layers of lessons. So to you, it may look like I am stuck. I am not. I am expanding. Make space and look for the layers you cannot see. For in the invisible is the magic. Big love to you all. Feel your feelings, celebrate yourself and your heart this full moon. And join me in celebrating the audiobook release today on Audible of A Series of Surrenders, a memoir of grief. Big love.